All right.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles.
Oh no, not Reynardo.
Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities.
It's a
Then
big toad.
people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
I thought he promised his mother that he wouldn't, die in the gallows. I didn't hear the other promise.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid."
You're not supposed to remember
Reynardo
that.
told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." Oh, damn it. The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Okay. We don't really have a jump. So I hope the volumes are okay. It's a bit loud on my
The
side.
two
but that's
ravens
just
were
me.
staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains.
Oh
"Hey,"
no.
Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick
It
on
seems
someone as
fine on
ugly as
stream,
you."
at least for me.
Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
I love pick on someone as ugly as you. Wait, that didn't come out right. Oh, for the love of... Counter!
Like, let's go.
I'm Batman! Where the heck did the kid go off to? Yeah, it is fairly loud on my side.
I'd say it's like a little quietish to
Wow, really?
good on the stream.
So what I'm
For
going to
some
do...
reason, it's always louder for you than it is on stream.
So what I'm going to... I did set the... Go. I set the special effects volumes a bit louder, or a bit lower. And the music a tad lower. Though, if you guys want to, I can put that back up, though. There.
I think some of the biggest things we'll need is probably dialogue, even though a lot of it is
A dropship
subtitled.
flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
I just lowered my own volume a little. Which means you're a bit less understandable for me, but, Hold to grab, aim, release. Yeet! Yeet!
It's like, thank you for waiting to let me do this.
Yeet!
Oh,
Kinda funny.
The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword?
Eh. Let me in.
Wrong sword.
I
I've
have a
never
sword.
heard of a sword called wrong.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though.
Ah, I'll use this.
Perfect.
Sword.
Great die sword.
Upgrade for magical swords. Alright, not got it yet. Next level. Looks badass. Yeah.
So far, I'm liking the
A
humor in
hero
this book with
sword.
those stuff.
QED.
Yeah. I have a blade.
Now maybe you can go open that door.
Well, yeah, because I just crafted a
Or
hero
whack
This is
sword.
what he
door.
got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Wait, but if my ship was behind this door already, then how come I didn't have a sword to begin with?
Don't question it.
Well, to be fair, he did say that someone let you through. So maybe someone let
Yeah.
me through?
He came up to a
Eh?
ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him.
Oh no,
How'd you
he's
get
Peter
across?
Rabbit.
He asked the kid.
I
"Where'd you
was
find a
thinking that
hook?"
before
"I
too.
hopped," said the kid. Wise-ass kid. "Hey, look out behind you!" "Cute," said Renato. Ah, ravens.
I think he actually meant it.
Oh no, ravens.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Thank you, narrator. I like this narrator. It's a good narrator.
Yeah.
Use the altar. Each time you gain a level, you also gain a skill point. Spending your skill point at altar counters all the body else gain your powerful skills abilities. This is one. Therefore, skill to both to discover the board skills. Truth, yeah. Think about a description of each skill and look up. You want skill point to spend to go by hook scope. Alright.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
How to freeze time while attacking? Pardon?
Ooh.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid
I
was
get
about
that
to walk into an
reference.
ambush. "Stop!" he shouted. "I'm not giving you the book!" shouted the kid, and took off. "No! Peter!" But the kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
Oh no, not a goggler.
Oh no, it's dead? Is he unalived?
Who knows, but we're not about to get goggled.
The book was unburned. Next to
Oh.
it, the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it.
So I don't have my
Renato
mouse.
picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock.
Pauline,
Well, he'd
I
hate
don't
it
have my
home
mouse
life
in chat.
anyway.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm enthralled with the story.
Alright. Well, this
Yeah.
kid died.
I thought Mimi, like, unconscious, you'll pick him up and take him with you. And it's just like, nope. Oh, that got dark fast.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer.
Look how big his head
Renato
is on
could
that.
see them cranking up their catapults.
I like the loud
Just going
tail.
out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships.
Oh dear.
The fleet was doing a thorough job.
Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!
It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Alright. This is really cool.
Mm.
You can't make new old friends. Even though Lapino wasn't what everyone considered a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Or we could build the Sky Ripper. Alright.
Mm.
Now, they did say there was a Twitch extension, but I couldn't find it. So, considering I can't see my chat and check the views, I'm just gonna ask, also you, Sap, which one you want to do? We want to go after Lapino or build the Sky Ripper? So, harebrained scheme, kick-ass new weapon. Which one you want?
Well, I do like bunnies.
No.
Oh, let's try the harebrained scheme. Let's go.
Alright, you can't make new old friends.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the
does the
Mad
fox
Rabbit had
choose?
sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble given time, but he was out of time.
Uh-oh.
The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
He sold a Pegasus that wasn't really his? What the heck are we...
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens? If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
I like that. If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short. Because we don't have enough ores.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's the worst.
Not enough, though.
Oh, maybe I'll find some. Can you destroy stuff?
I just did in the beginning.
I thought maybe
Ooh.
here too.
This is quite the view, he thought.
Oh.
Hi, Ravens. I'm
More
guessing
ravens.
this is a way to check out the map.
I think so. Also, it's just it's
People
also
were
teleport.
frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Reynardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the ravens caw about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
Pardon? Taste in ritual
Blood was up.
sacrifice.
He just needed to smash something.
Oh. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Pagoda's blood was up. He just needed to smash something. The narrator actually changes to what you're doing.
That's really cool. I like that. Use
Don't
the
have available skill
altar.
points.
Okay. Or not use the altar.
I can use that one, but
Oh, there's a chest. That's a lot of ores.
it is. There's a carrot on the table here.
Someone is going to have their lunch. And then the ravens attacked.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Reynardo. No?
Now I'm really curious what made the toad king turn evil all of a sudden.
Me too.
Was evil all along or did he get corrupted?
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
I don't really like the narrator.
Yeah.
I can understand why this game was very popular. It had a very
then I had
positive
a-
review.
And then I had a thought, what if the narrator is you telling the story of what you did?
Probably. He sounds like me. Is that un chest?
Yes.
Now it's probably very stupid probably to open up all the chests and take all of the healing items, but sometimes you also get ore from there.
And you're not getting that hurt right now, so...
If I do this correctly,
Reynardo
if
felt
my
like he was
Batman...
ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
Thank goodness, I hate school as well. If I get all of my Batman things back, then yeah. Requires dash. Okay.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably
Attack
remember.
immediately when the previous attack lands for a perfect strike. Double damage. Oh, here's one. Slow down time. I've checked the counter. How to freeze time. Ooh.
That's a pretty dash.
I blocked him from like a mile away. What happened there, narrator?
It was just epic. Ah.
Nope. No, you don't. Come on, I require all my Batman skills to come back.
That's how we do it, said Reynardo to himself.
Whoop, whoop. Reynardo. This is a cemetery. We're entering a cemetery. I've played medieval. I don't like cemeteries. Another altar. Okay, now that's a door that we can't go through. Because we have the wronged sworded.
Oh, it's even raining here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Bernardo felt new powers ready to blossom within him, or something.
Which one do we want? See, I am more or less like always. Oh, countering an attack. I do like aggressive defense.
Well then, go for it.
I also just like getting health or run fast. Technically, I'm never much for speed. Health, defense. Slow down sometimes just annoys me. It can.
I'd say go for aggressive defense or, HP for your type of fighting
And
style.
for aggressive defense, because I do tend to counter a lot. Oh, you should see me play Final Fantasy, which was it, 16? It's the one where you become the Eidolons. I love that one. I find it to be very good. Very good. Maybe I'll stream that one someday as well. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Bernardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Alright, so do we go all in with this harebrained scheme and kidnap the Emperor's only daughter and greatest general, Zenobia? And then squeeze her for intel? Or grab a rock?
Oh, I'm kind of curious what happens with the daughter.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Let's go.
We also have a viewer, don't know who it is. Maybe it's you. Could be you, actually. And was wondering what viewer. Chat may also vote. We can go after Zenobia, which is the harebrained scheme that we went for, or a rock, which apparently holds power. I'm also kind of curious. Daughter, but she's not a toad. But it was Emperor Toad. The heck happened?
Oh, maybe she's adopted? Maybe in their world he was married to like a cat-esque lady?
Perhaps. Yeah, let's go for Zenobia.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in swordfu school. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew, but she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
All right, then.
Oh, let's see how this'll go.
Not
the city
well.
was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
War never changes. Oh, fire essence. Lovely. Wow. Wow. Blue. Ooh, don't worry.
Okay
I
there?
am a normal human. Do not worry about anything. Stay calm. Oh.
Like,
Hey. These rabbits aren't turned into goop.
Well, they didn't face that eye thing. They probably got stabbed by a raven.
Ice wall. Ice.
Perish. Eh.
Wrong soul.
Oh.
I still love the narrator would say like, and he kept whacking it even though it clearly was the wrong sword.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one. You can take these.
Hey.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh no.
Wow.
Maybe they can't see through the small beam area. Oh.
Aha!
There's a lever.
I hate that when you open them, they just look like ham.
A lever? That was new. Most people still use
Maybe they're
doorknobs.
ham eyes.
Most people still use doorknobs. Where are you heading? I knew it. Those things are annoying, and I don't still... Well, we're trapped here. I still don't know whether they're an instant kill or not. They could very well be.
But they could be like the
So,
glass cannon effect. They're
What's this
powerful. But...
plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What
What?
could possibly go wrong? Thought Renardo.
Alright, what do
Oh,
we
this
do?
is-
Do we go for the geese, the net, setting my ship slightly on fire, him dressing up as an old toad, and me hiding in a gigantic watermelon?
Why not? We've gone full blown into the scheme.
Because my
What do you
ships
want?
will be on fire!
Ship on fire.
Okay,
Alright.
there's a very ancient man, you know, one of my uncles actually, who has an entire thing about that. Fire bad. Fire very
Okay.
bad. Well, sure, let's do it.
Well, maybe you'll find
Oh,
something else
this is
in the
gonna be
meantime.
fun, said Lapino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Is there a tiny of Muse? Hello.
Oh.
Kom dan. Kom. Domme tut, kom dan. Okay. We have been graced by a cat during this stream.
A crafting bench.
Yeah.
Renardo wondered what he could make with it.
Okay, so I still can't do that. All this. I could technically upgrade my own hero sword.
Mhm.
But I kind of want to make a new sword. I just required, you know,
Oh.
the appropriate stuff to do so.
Are you waiting to make a fire sword?
I do like fire swords. Even though I currently have a wind sword, so the me probably saying big fan is a bit on the nose.
Funny.
Ah, don't attack me both at the same time. That's not allowed.
Like, how dare you?
Ooh,
Impossible.
should have upgraded my stick. What the hell?
Renardo felt
You're not supposed to
dubious
notice
about the whole
those
plan.
noises.
With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all
Expect
odds,
the worst, and maybe
Lapino's
it'll go
idiotic
well.
plan worked. Zenobia's ravens
like
ran
this
off
face.
after the geese, the net dropped,
Yeah.
and Renardo jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Renardo, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Latino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Lapina was right, Renato thought reluctantly.
Why was her?
She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators.
Yeah, it is indeed very wide-eyed.
She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapina. You have to catch her.
Oh. Alright, let's go do this then.
No.
Cats can run
Greetings,
faster,
Lord Fish Dude.
but foxes can run longer.
Like, oh, no.
If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
Did love a good chase. I mean, if you run, I have to use a magic
Renato
mirror,
wondered
so...
what would happen if he jumped? Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
I am not wondering that at all, good sir. I will have you know I am not wondering at all what happens if I jump. Let's see, how are you all? Oh, I'm doing fairly okay. Very tired. Had a bit of an issue before stream. That is, my cat Evie was just stuck on my lap and I couldn't actually stream. Hope you're doing well as well.
I got up, had to do stuff, and I came home exhausted because it's freaking hot outside.
Who needed bridges anyway?
What's this? Ah! Where am I? What happening? Who am I? Back here? I didn't want to go here yet. Oh, I can't actually. I have the wrong stick.
It's always the wrong stick.
Wrong stick, Gronk.
If they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
None shall move the cat. Yeah. I mean, I was taking a little bit of a nap on the sofa. She just clambered next to me. But she also has a little growth issue, so whenever she wakes up from a very deep nap, she can't really move. And now she's back on my lap. Oh! Dude! I hate that.
Islands.
Where the heck? Not wrong stick now. Aha. Yeah, you go sleep. Thank you for being here. Oh.
I guess there always has to be a new enemy. Maybe they give fire essence?
I was hoping so, but currently I don't actually see the enemies giving anything.
Unless they give it to you after the fight.
Could be. I apparently achieved a 30-hit combo. It's always nice to see Lord Fish Dude enter the chat. Or anyone for that matter. I headbutted this crystal with my face.
Well, that's usually how you headbutt things.
No, you headbutt something with your head or forehead, not your face.
Well, your face is part of your head.
Wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
Like, wonder what you can make with them.
Nothing, because there's nothing to make it with, narrator. Stupid man.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could
There's a
talk
chest
to
down
her.
there.
But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Now let's do this. Oh, look. Make a gem.
Workbench.
Gems are good menu. Here you got 2 powerful gems that rock with both offensive and defensive capability. Oh, cool. I have a power gauntlet. I got the Infinity Gauntlet. It can fit 3 gems. You know, Infinity Gauntlet. Light.
Oh, but the law.
I haven't found him yet. No, I can upgrade that one.
Oh, you need one more.
But I am gonna upgrade this one, because I also already have, like, almost enough ore to do this one as well. Set animal on fire.
Might as well make
The
the
old
sword
sword
you
was
got.
always a little better when he sharpened it.
Sword consume energy while activated. And press this to switch swords. Got it. To be fair, this is a sword that can heal me, and I do like playing very defensive and very healing. Does require energy. I think I can. Oh, don't teleport away from me now.
Bernardo reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after,
Without taking damage.
Zenobia
Ooh.
limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Alright. Again, up to you guys. Once again, Zenobia was Renato's prisoner. Next up would be the rebel base. Or, you know, the thing the interrogators would do to her. The thought made Renato shudder, but it was necessary. So we can give them to evil rebel frogs? Or we could just have a chat.
Yeah, let's have a chat.
Yeah, you want to interrogate? I mean, we're not good interrogators, but we are foxes. We're very foxy.
Yeah.
I'll just put on some of that old Robin Hood charm. Go, what was it again? Beedle-lottie-ay?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I need to
As
watch
they
it
pulled
again.
away from the Nexus, Bernardo could see the fear
I
in
recently watched it.
Zenobia's eyes. I can't take it to those
I know, but I want to watch
creatures
the
at the base. He whispered to Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me. She'll turn. And he turned the wheel. The hell you will! Shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow. Suddenly, Renato was falling.
Well, that's not good.
No.
I lost my ship.
Like, how dare you?
When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
Oh. Oh lord. Oh, I'm in her. Oh, that's not good. I keep going here because I keep on. I know this is the next one because see, I need 2 fire essence. I need 6 water essence. I need like 12 fart essence.
You need a bunch of everything. Jeez.
Yeet.
Whee!
Thank you. That's all we ever needed, right?
Just wee.
Well, don't you think that's all we ever needed?
I think just a bad word. Good counter. Good counters indeed.
Come here, you bloody bad. Ooh, I'm sorry, bloody bad.
Renato knew more than he ever had. But about what?
So, we're going here, but we have another path. We want to actually move to the other path?
Oh, yeah, I wonder if, like, it's like an end thing? Like, no matter which way you go, it'll have an ending, or if it's a hidden area.
Also, I just
Kinda
realized
curious
you need
about
to
it,
press
though.
and hold the button to do so. So I never used it because I tapped it and I was like, oh, I don't have
Take a
energy.
leap of faith, said the inscription.
Take a leap of faith. I don't want to do any of that. The narrator's trying to kill me.
Well, if he killed him, then he got no story.
That never stopped the narrator in the Stanley Parable.
No, he's special.
Whee, oh, hey! I saw that. There's a chest down there.
Gonna take a leap of faith. I don't know.
I can't go back, can I? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you also don't. Didn't I already tell you you can't? Go away. Nobody likes you. Silly ravens. Who here likes
As
ravens?
Renato stopped to sniff the wind,
Neck bird.
Zenobia came up, still mad. Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scoble ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way.
I like
Man,
how we can smell where his ship is.
of course you can. Smells like disappointment. And then we know exactly where to go. Hi, Evie.
As we
Yes.
just leave her behind.
Oh, she'll be back. Howdy, 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 hi.
But there's a chest down there. Game.
There's a chest everywhere. Except for where I'm going. Where am I going? Why am I going?
Renato's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he? Renato wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicions.
Yeet. 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 I mean, it's a really cool effect that they gave this, but would you mind stopping to fall?
Well, you keep this. You crashed my ship.
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lapino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. Look, look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Renato, and he realized he meant it. What? Just like that? She demanded. I will, if you will. So she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Renato felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lapino, I need to get back to Lapino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away, wouldn't answer. But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.
God damn it, can't my ship just keep flying for like 5 minutes?
No, apparently not.
Renato picked himself off the deck. They were alive. We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers.
That's fair.
He wanted to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart.
Well, apparently, I'm a hero.
And you got the hero sword.
I did miss a few things because we didn't go the other way.
Like, oh well. Replay value?
Exactly. I think it literally is, because I find doors now that I can't enter. But we've already been here, so I think we replay and then get the others.
And I wonder if replay opens more of the story, or it's just alternative pathing.
Yeah, see, you find the truths. Every pathing gets a truth, I think.
He missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
Evie, you are breathing very heavily upon my hand. I'm 1 oar short.
Oh, come in.
Ow!
Like, don't do that to yourself, Evie.
That has gone rather well, actually.
It has. I'm amazed myself. Ah, Evie. Yeah, she's very cuddly. Oh, am I?
I hope there wasn't anything else on there. Breakable boxes.
Apparently I chose to go this way and not the other way.
Renato told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
God dang it. I know that one. I know that one. Why is Gilbert Godfrey still living in my mind?
I don't know.
To be fair, he's a very funny man. I do like him.
Oh, yeah. And he was in a lot of things in my childhood. Oh. Like, do you mind not beaming me?
Apparently they do. And oh lord. Ooh. Do you say? Hey, hey.
No cannon.
They paused to catch their breath. It was strange to be so close to her. What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship. It looked fast. They would leave all this behind.
And if only you can get one more fire estimate.
Yup, that's the trick, isn't it?
Yep.
He felt like Tarzan.
I need to be on my A game though, because these birds are fast. They seem to be getting faster.
I can't be faster than you can be. Oh, I'm usually horrible at countering in games.
This one's pretty easy. You just pull the joystick towards the enemies to slap them.
Great. Renato wanted one for his house.
I was having fun in Guildguard. If you're a warrior and you do a counter for a spell, whatever the enemy throws at you, you whack it into the air and then hit him back at them like a baseball. It's hilarious.
I remember countering in Devil May Cry where you just step on someone until you use them as a skateboard.
Convenient teleporter pad is convenient.
This is not even a teleporter pad, this is just a cool platform.
Oh,
Aye.
okay, convenient platform. Let me over there.
I can't go there. I also have a horrible cramp in my leg. But for some reason, a fat bastard's on it. And I love a fat bastard, but jeebus.
Like, meow.
What the?
He has a heel. Oh, that was fun.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Oh, there's a thing to pick up.
Not anymore, there's
The
not.
ore.
As they
Let
reached
me
her
get the
ship,
ore, lady.
Renato suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach. He was surprised to see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
I was going to lead the Empire to our secret base,
Said Lapino.
but no, you had to screw up my plan because you still got a thing for her.
Renato stared at Zenobia. A kiss. Was it real, she said, with a look of indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming, "I'm telling your father!" Then she knelt down to cradle his head, and her paws felt very soft and warm.
So we found out the rabbit is a murderer.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah.
He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Wow. We've gotten one secret.
Yeah.
Lapino is a traitor.
I'm really liking this game.
Oh, wow. 24 stories.
Oh, so all of the combos you can do.
Yep.
He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Alright, so we're back here again. Which one shall we do? Now we
You
know
want to choose it this time?
that's sure. Actually, this one's new and I kind of like this. Mysterious Temple. I want to go here. But I also really want to build the Sky Ripper.
Flip a coin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the
Roll a dice.
Sky
Every
Ripper.
child knew about the Sky Ripper. The
Oh,
transcendent
this is
Emperor
like a
had buried
choose your
its
own
pieces.
adventure.
What could have brought them to light?
book.
This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone
Isengrim
mad.
the Third.
And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Well, let's find out if we can.
Go.
So far, once we've chosen something, we stuck with it. I also like that there's like a exclamation mark to the things that we've chosen, or that I haven't chosen yet.
That way you know what combos you want to do.
Do we want to go through the forest, or shall we go into the temple here?
Let's go into the temple.
I've
For a
learned
second,
now.
I thought you couldn't go in there.
Oh no, no, I was re-sitting. Evie went off of me, so I'm like, oh, freedom. Alright.
This burning sword from the south was terrific for barbecuing sausages and ravens.
I want this one.
Oh.
To be fair, I am usually the fire person, huh? Ah!
Like, usually like how I always like ice.
Yeah, kind of. That's why in Durganagan Inquisition I had a very big
Once
problem.
you try it, you're hooked.
Yeah. Well, if it helps you any, I had a massive problem against bears.
Bears?
Yeah, being an ice mage against bears is a pain in the butt in Inquisition.
Don't worry, bears are just a pain in the butt in the Inquisition.
Well, at least if you're another element type, it's a lot easier.
Not me, because I have to lay a trap for fire and then hope that they enter. What the heck?
Two eyes good. One eye dead.
I never reacted this fast in my entire life.
Wait, let's go.
Like that. Now I have a fire sword now.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died.
Sure.
But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
Oh yeah, look, we now have the second one. Grab damage. Repel your enemy and your sword when you grab, causing damage. I do like that. I also like the max stamina. What is this one? Move through them and cause damage. Ooh!
It doesn't work on the shield enemies.
Nope, but this one does.
Always wanted to do that.
Rip away the shield.
go.
Definitely. I think it is gonna... should I upgrade my maximum health? So far I haven't really needed any health, have we?
That's true. I'd say for now, keep upgrading your offensive or defensive abilities, and then if you start taking too much, then get your health up.
Storm recovery is nice. I'll try to see what we got. Sword magic. Okay, that would be nice. That requires my health though, and then I can up my sword magic skills. See, that's the problem though. I need to be in here. Or this just opens up with the secret and then I can just grab. Yeah, it's a separate one. I see it now. Alright. Getting stronger. There we go.
Let's go.
Oh, it doesn't matter which sword you have equipped. You don't need to swap it for the gates. That's nice.
Okay. So
It's just a bit of quality of
matter
life.
Okay.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
I'm not cool enough to go through an ice wall.
You have to level up some more, find out another truth before you're cool.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I like the fire sword. I love exploding into them. Ow!
Can I borrow that?
I can't move. You know what? Let me heal. That didn't go as planned.
You're getting a wee bit tougher.
I think I'm just getting a wee bit slower, because I am still very tired from work.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're still doing pretty good for a blind run.
Thank you. We can open this door, or we can go over that gangway.
Now let's go over the gangway.
You took too long. I took a decision. Because I hope, yeah, remember the chest that I couldn't...
Oh, I did say gangway.
Who leaves these chests everywhere? Wondered Renato. I should send him a thank you note.
We should. We really should.
And then you find out it's you after redoing history several times.
Truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Sky Ripper to banish Iblis. And then the D.E. buried the Transcendent Emperor buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it a price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My ritual will summon the Iblis stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Sky Ripper to surface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the Old One decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try, but gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to be one step ahead. Emperor Isengrim III, Secret Journal. Thank you, Emperor.
If only he had some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
I mean, I have some way to break the ice, but it doesn't work. Because I'm pretty sure if I stick a gigantic flaming sword in an ice cube, it'll melt.
Yeah. Well, normally, yeah.
Ow!
That's a lot of yellow.
Hey, how do you tell if someone's far away? Or just really small?
Oh, darn it, because I have one eye. That one took me for a moment.
I like this humor.
Of course you do. It's full of puns. It's very punny. I mean, yes, technically I don't need to kill them. And normally I wouldn't kill robots. But then I figured out they're lying to me.
Why, you shall not pass.
Gondorf? Is that you?
You got turned into a wave.
Darn it.
Kiss my shield.
Ow!
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. First you need a sword.
I don't know. Magic? Reynardo is being very injured.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The
My fruit
energy
felt.
thing.
I was wondering, can I just not do the puzzle?
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
And you know what? No puzzle for me, baby.
Apparently you're not cool enough, but you're hot enough.
Well, I already knew that.
I still think this is working. And you're cool. You've been my best friend for how long now?
I don't know. We started, I think, in 1704. Remember that Dorian Gray fellow? Lovely fellow. Love his painting. I mean, 2001?
Because I met you when I was about 18. I'm 36 now.
Yeah, give or take an extra 0.
Eh. Right, you found gems.
I have.
At least
Again.
the pop-ups said you
That
found
had
them.
been his
I
mistake
did.
before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who had been through so many battles with him and shared so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
Well, we know that now. He betrayed. I like these little narrating things.
Or maybe, like, you could wonder why he suddenly just decided to betray you.
I don't know. He was captured, so they probably offered him something.
Or they brainwashed him.
Nah, for that you first need a brain. I don't actually
They
grab
brainwash-
enemies that much.
No.
You know, because I'm now getting hit more, and it's because I'm gonna go for the extra health. Oh, they don't muck about. There it is.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of.
This feels too easy to
Engineers'
find.
dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Alright. Shall we go full on and grab the rock? Or shall we go again for her?
I guess we could go all rock this time and then we can alternate it later. Because
Excellent
I'm
decision.
curious, like, because I would be curious to, like, you do one of the heart things
It
and
was a
switch over to the
no-brainer.
core.
He'd sacrificed
Uh-oh.
his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
You can use the D20.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
It does when you know what I know, and what we all know. That what's his face is a liar.
So possibly whatever you think it is, he's probably conniving with them. Or they took him out because he didn't get you.
Also, there's this random hole we can jump in. We want to jump into a random hole.
Let's
This chest
go.
was really horrible. Get it?
You silence. So, do we jump into a hole or continue above ground?
Let's jump into a hole. Maybe we'll find some doors.
Also, I know you will love my HP. Oh, you didn't see my HP?
No. It's 69. It's on the Discord stream thing. It is because of the font of it. It does look a bit weird.
Yeah, but no, it's 69. Are we slowly...
Hey, I got you a kiss.
We are also slowly regaining sword energy. I didn't actually know that.
It
There
probably
was
uses it up
something
while you're in fight.
sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Well, that does not sound appetizing at all, good sir.
No.
And I want no part of this. Goodbye. Oh, this does not look good.
No. Very stinky down there.
Long live the Emperor! Called the ravens.
Evermore.
I couldn't. Like, man. I didn't apparently add any stamina.
Oh.
I was wondering why not.
There were fewer and fewer
Maybe
trees.
the enemies drain
There
it
were only these
sometimes?
huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Tap. I was gonna say, oh no, he eats like the rabbits and mice, and then I realized, yo, well, duh, I'm a fox.
Yeah. Because there's more sentient variants of the animals, but then you probably wouldn't eat the mini stuff.
Ow.
Into your mind.
Come over here.
There you go. Oh. Yeah, so far indeed, this
That's
choose
cool.
your own adventure booklet is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
found
always
it.
really liked doing those choose your own adventure
The
books growing
20-sided
up.
core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer.
I love
Now,
that.
he had to make his next move.
Because
Now
there was
you
a key
probably would have
Imperial
felt
outpost on the
horrible if
Nexus.
you didn't
Yeah.
find that
If
out.
this really
It
was
was.
some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
yeah, because every time we see a little green picture of Lapino, it's because we know the secret.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright. No for fuzzing. Attack. The Sky Ripper was completed. The super weapon would put an end to the Emperor's madness. But would it work at a critical moment? Maybe we need field testing. Or, but had Reynardo assembled it correctly? Would it work at the critical moment? The scientists on the Nexus would surely give answers.
Oh, do you trust the scientists? Or do you just want
I don't
Do you
know.
trust this
You want to
thing
go
to
with some
work?
eggheads? Some frogly eggheads? Or just go into battle?
let's see what the frogheads say.
Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Excellent. I'm happy we first went for our friend. Well, and I use that term loosely. Alright, so we got the Sky Ripper. What else do we have? We got the Sky Ripper. 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 We got the Sky Ripper
Well, from what we knew, from what we thought was
Why
our
had
friend
the parts of the
at that
Sky
point.
River only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the
Oh, I really like the
Transcendent Emperor
crystal
had
effect.
dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
That would be perfect, if it were true. But so far, one of these stories, I perished.
Guess we'll see what happens this
Renato wondered if his
time.
future self had commissioned these poles.
Also, are you also getting Bastion vibes from this?
Yes.
Oh good, so it's not just me.
And you have to play Bastion in a long time.
So, well, that's technically not true. I haven't played it in like a stream or video thing in a long time.
Renato wondered if it wasn't
I
cheaper
myself
to
played
build
it.
bridges and stairs.
Maybe you can have that as a stream possibility.
Good. Or if people really want to see me play Bastion, there is an entire Bastion playthrough on my YouTube. Small plug. Well, I mean, if I can't plug myself, then you know who would?
I mean, if I make something for your channel, I usually credit you and say like, hey, go check out this guy's thing.
Yeah, and then people do it and they're like, oh my god, he's an idiot. And then I'm like, yes.
We're gamers, we're all idiots.
They both came at the same time. That's not allowed. That's against the gamer code. Don't they know enemies will attack you one at a time?
I didn't get that memo.
Hey, I'm a Firefox, thought Renato.
Oh no, he's an internet browser.
A legendary weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
Gotta stop that toad. We're gonna stop that toad. Now we could use this fly platform, or we could grapple. Oh, we need to grapple over. I just saw it. Very important.
I'll take the side path that's away from the main story. Takes the main story, thing gets pulled in there. Well, beef.
Isn't that how you usually do business? Actually, that's
Well-
usually me, because you just get lost and then find out the special stuff anyway. I think I'm going the wrong way and then happen to end up in the story.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be so bad if you like accidentally move yourself off of that.
I was trying to, actually. Because remember all the leap of faith crap
The
that they
Nexus
gave me?
Observatory had the Empire's most renowned scientists, working by themselves without interference. At least, so far. Hey,
Yeah, I'm curious where that leap of faith is.
hey, a workbench. He could try out his new bling.
Pardon? Don't you ever say that to me again. We got that. However... Oh, that requires 50. This as well. I'm gonna upgrade.
Fire? Yes, please.
Well, your swords stay upgraded with you, right, into
Yes.
the next story.
Yes, you
So,
actually
yeah, you
keep
might as-
everything.
Yeah, you might as well keep going.
Oh. Ow.
Like, how dare you?
easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
You.
Oh. I like how we're both. Oh.
Boy, some people are just liable to explode if you upset them.
I want to be careful.
Exactly. Come on.
Those flames really bring out your eyes.
Oh no.
Aww. Is it like an instant game over, or?
Talking checkpoint.
Ah.
I mean, you asked that. I told you, I'm going in blind.
I guess I just say it out of like habit. It's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Like, you might not slipping on fire.
Oh no, my fire sword cocked me over.
Ah.
Because it now also burns the enemies around them. It's really cool.
Renato was remembering all his old tricks. And some new ones. Now, he really ought to ask for a raise.
Who's gonna give me a raise?
Yeah, who paid you to begin with?
Also fair.
Ooh, and, oh, your last water essence, I think you
No, I
needed.
needed 6.
Ah, okay, so I miscounted.
That, and I need 50 ores. That's why I was wondering if I should
Yeah.
upgrade my Fireblade.
Keep them saved up next time unless you really need your fire blade.
Saved up next time. I upgraded my Fireblade. What are you talking about?
Well, you can still save up next time with your next set of ores.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Because I've upgraded the Fireblade. It's maxed.
Ah, okay. I missed that. Oops.
Should be maxed anyway.
Renato was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one Toad was worried.
Yeah, Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen till our whole existence fell into it.
Oh, that's
Another
bad.
Toad sighed.
Like,
Irving still believes in string theory.
At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried Toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
Alright. Head frog? Or... not use
I'm
the
curious.
weapon? We were gonna go
Curious
all in,
what
right?
Yeah, I'm curious what the frog said. I would say.
Calaveras the High Sage was the final authority in legendary artifacts. If anyone could dispel Reynardo's doubts, it would be him.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Sky Ripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Or, you know, explode. I'll take either or.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renato's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Sky Ripper?
Yes.
Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies, even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies. Some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
Don't worry, we don't need physics where we're
Renato wondered
going.
idly if people who built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
I was actually wondering that as well. I was about to say, maybe calamari people have built these poles. Or long ago, the sky people just had sky hooks. There was an old like show I used to watch where like children had a weird sky plane and were trying to protect the place. And everything was living in the sky. And they also have these sky hooks. For the life of me, I can't find it anymore.
Sparkly, thought Renato.
Can you remember the title at all?
No,
or
otherwise I couldn't
gone
find
off
it.
I was trying to look up that basically. Maybe somebody might have something.
Come on. Oh,
He tried to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calvaris would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Sky Ripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
because I was also thinking that, like,
Maybe they're cloned.
oh, you mean they've done a Star Wars?
Possibly. Or who knows how many other stories in the Holy Magic.
That was a lot of fire.
Oh, that could have gone poorly.
Alright, there's no coming back from this, so we could take this one or take a leap of faith.
And leap of faith.
There's multiple paths here. So we have North Leap of Faith, South Leap of Faith, or Floating Disc.
And north leap of faith.
Or should pick the one that I'm not at. Oh.
Couldn't they have put in
I
an
hear an
elevator?
eagle.
Or a giant eagle?
Yeah.
Or something?
Even the narrator commented on it. I don't have that stick yet.
Like, let me get the chest again. Oh, my fire.
No. But I do like the Fireblade. As I always thought I would. I think I figured out how I can realize if there's like a chest or nothing. Or road. You see, this has a pole to come back from. And none of the other routes had that.
Okay, so look for those and you'll find little hidey hoarders.
Bit of energy. Bit of life. Bit of energy. So far we're doing okay. We only died I think once, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
There were stickers all over the platform for really hot lady foxes, with pictures and addresses and everything.
Pardon? Man, it's been a while since we were full health. I don't like that it just gave us so much health.
Boss time?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we gonna fight the scientist?
Or a giant
Or
eagle.
something that hurts? No, that's it. Maybe it's the frog scientist on the giant eagle.
Gondorf?
He needed some way to break the ice with this wall, so to speak.
So there is like different areas also to go through in each of these missions.
Renato had been focusing all his energies on the Sky River. If Calaveras could not fix it, he'd be out of options. He would have to assault the Imperial fleet empty-handed.
And I will. Oh hey, we can do another skill. Or should we keep it? If we find another secret, we can actually like upgrade. I think I'm gonna keep it.
Because you'll probably find a secret soon.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well,
Sounds like old
don't
Cormid.
think of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 120 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
Yeah, no, that's not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look, just don't use it ever.
All right, I guess. As he sailed away from the mountains, Renato could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees.
This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one.
What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he gamble the universe?
Yes.
On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row?
In my hands, quite high. What, last time I rolled 9d6s for Warhammer and I rolled all 6s.
The battle was not
Yeah,
going
sure.
spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once?
Of course.
After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He
That's not
wasn't
how it
sure
works.
that it was right. So he didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
Yeah, that's definitely not how that works.
Don't tell him that.
It is a 1 in 127 times every time you use it. So it's not like, oh, the next time you have a 1 in 62. No.
Portal was heavily guarded. It just goes someplace they really didn't want it to go.
That was a lot of fire.
Yes, it was. Damn.
My sword's out of power. Yeah, we've been here before.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Guess everything ends up here, just in different ways.
I think so. Just bash through this. I love that you could just actually bash. I didn't actually notice you could. Let's now go down. Because the last time we went
Goes
up.
this way. Oh, the
Oh. So I love that scientists sound like ancient Cormid.
yeah.
Couldn't find high quality ore like this just anywhere. Just anywhere with chests.
Right. Oh no, the flag. I murdered the flag. It was innocent. Where the heck am I now? This is not a ship.
Oh, this is he's teleported at the end of this battle.
Ravens didn't smell any better dead, I'd have thought.
I know, I teleported, but why did I teleport here? I
Oh,
won.
there's a red chest.
I know. I won it.
So now I think you have to go. Yeah, don't touch that.
Come on.
That was fun. Let's do this again sometime.
For some reason, sometimes it doesn't let me dash, and I wonder if that's because my dashing is empty. But it doesn't look to be empty. I never used it. So what's draining it?
Don't ask me. Or you're having the Mass Effect issue where it's like, I can do this ability. No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Come on. Oh.
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because he'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win. But one of them, he'd destroy the universe. Ooh, that seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work. He'd once met a pirate captain who used hooks to get around his ship. What was his name again?
Pirate captain who used hooks to get around his ship. I mean, it can't... To be fair, that is Captain Hook. He used a hook to get around his ship.
But not to this extent.
No, just because that's his hand.
I mean, I could see a variant doing that for like alternative worlds, but you know.
Oh!
Oh.
I saw now what happened. I bumped against the shield. I dashed, but the shield guys pushed me back. I mean, that's not what happened earlier. That's what happened now. And hey, at least I got a chance to heal a little bit from them.
Told himself. Don't look down.
Oh.
I've played enough Rayman. This is not a problem. Maybe that will be something to stream. I don't know. Rayman. It's been a while though.
I don't think I've ever played Rayman.
It just
If I
leads to the
have,
silver
it's
ship.
been a long time.
Yeah, this leads to the silver ship.
And now you have the alternative variant for those. Hello. You gotta destroy their pocket healer. Not here, far.
There you go. Uh-oh.
He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia
I
came
thought you
out,
were gonna say let her
flanked by
rip.
a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good, because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No? Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention?
Thank you,
class?
Zenobia.
Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. He had to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Skyripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome.
Uh-oh.
And then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness.
I knew it.
Like a tear in a parchment.
I knew this
was
would happen.
blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger and even larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds?
The odds are 1 in 128.
Everything fell into the hole and was gone. Renato stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that. But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
I mean, I don't think we used it improperly.
I just don't think we should have used it.
But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble.
This is really fun.
Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Skyripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis Stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Alright. On this one, we're gonna do this one.
The island was windswept desert.
What the
No
heck?
one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Renato went ostrich hunting.
I just wanted to enter this
Every
place.
child could sing verses about the Skyripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals? I need more materials, thought Renato.
That was also not the thing I was hoping to find. But no, I could check out the weapon. Yeah, sort of maximum. Level 2 is the maximum. So we will need to get this one, which requires another water essence and thing. Or this one, but That requires a lot of wind essence.
Yeah.
However, I am going to quit the main menu. Because it is quite late here. Oh, let's click on Omen side. What? Oh, that's just...
Harbinger. Your presence is the sign of the darkest of times.
Ah.
Vera. Our protector from the void.
One of their other
soul
games?
has vanished.
Yeah.
Her connection with the world beyond ours shattered.
Not fair, man.
Unaware of the impending doom. They fight a war that's already lost. Blinded. The hungry beast is growing. Only
I
Vera
really
can
like
put
their
an
art
end to it.
style.
Me too.
The eyes and the sword of the tree of life. You must find her soul. The fate of Euralia rests upon you. Today might be the end of the world. But for you, the day begins anew.
Yeah, Omen side.
Ooh.
So yeah. Man, I never got my mouse back. There we go. Terribly sorry everyone for having to have you wait a while. Don't worry, if I'm gonna put this on YouTube, I'm gonna cut it in a little bit so you don't have to listen to smooth jazz continuously before starting. I like this game. We should continue this. It's a good
Yeah,
game.
I'm really curious what happens in the end.
Yeah, me too. Because we need like two more things, two more truths. I think you just get a truth if you like follow one single point in the story constantly. However, that could only bring it up to 3. So we also need the cat truth. Because one of them is an eye, and since this stone is called the Eye of Iblis, I'm pretty sure that's like the 3rd truth.
Yeah,
And I think the 2nd truth is the cat.
you just have to figure out that path to get to know her truth.
Yep. I did like that. Oh, blast it! Immediately tears a hole in the fabric of space and time.
Like, well, beep.
It's like this is the deck in D&D. Is it the deck of many things? If you draw one of the cards, you just disappear out of reality. And bit of a spoiler for a very old Critical Role, so watch out. I think it's season 2 with Grog. Or even season 1. Grog immediately grabbed that. Had the deck, like, ooh, grabs card. Immediately grabs that card out of the top and just disappears.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's why I think originally you had to do like the last battle without Grog, and you had like a one-shot, find Grog.
Well, at least you got a chance to see Grog again.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't there during the last thing. He just... and Matt plays it really well. He grabbed the card, you're out of there. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Also thank you Colleen for being in here. I like this.
Yeah, I'm glad I like hinted to go for this one.
Yeah, I gave her some options, and eventually we had Fist, Forced in Shadow Torch, or this one. She just, oh, I want to go with this one. Which kind of surprised me, because in Fist you play a giant rabbit.
I know, but I like story, like stories. I thought, ooh, maybe it's like a choose your own adventure or.
Oh, don't lie, you knew nothing about it.
Okay, I don't know, but it's so cool. I like it.
It's really
I'm so
good.
glad I chose this.
Man, I'm very happy to be streaming this. At the same time, I'm like, man, I just want to play more. But I won't. I'll wait for all of you guys so you guys enjoy it with us. But now, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for being here, and terribly sorry again that we were a tad late, but you know, cat needs attention. The cat I
And
see has
real life
also
funny.
stolen my t-shirt from my chair, dragged it down onto the chair to sit on it. I just noticed that. Don't think the wife even noticed it. She just grabbed my t-shirt from the top to sit on it.
Like mine.
That was my shirt. Hey, Evie. Where's my shirt? Anyway, hopefully we'll all see you next time. I'm gonna hop off and maybe do another nap. I'm tired. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.